statistics on how many people are incarcerated for certain types of activities. So we believe that it will change the way that, you and I, get treated, during any encounter with an officer, whether we're in, Ferguson, Missouri, or we're in the Hamptons, we should all be treated equally, because we all we all live under the same law.
I tend to be on the better end of the spectrum. I tend to get this. I'm the stereotype that kind of gets.
Sure.
I like my stereotype. I don't want to throw that one away. It's probably one of the few areas where I really like it.
Sure. Sarah, look, let me give you this other example. This was also a catalyst to getting us going. About 2 years ago, I was pulled over, for a traffic stop, and I had a camera rolling in my car, and the encounter was that I didn't stop long enough at the stop sign. So long story short, I went to court to fight. I went to submit the video. I couldn't get it it wasn't admissible for whatever reason, and I ended up getting the ticket. So I thought back, because it wasn't true. I didn't run a stop sign, but I thought back and I said, what if I was at home? What if I was at home and this guy wrote me a ticket and I went to court and I said I didn't do it? How could I defend myself? Because what's the difference in this situation? If I was, if my vehicle was in my driveway and he wrote the ticket, what evidence do I have to prove that it didn't happen? So, the traffic stop app will document every moment of the encounter, and it'll ensure, again, that everything the officer does is compliant because he knows that he's being assessed and procedure has to be followed. So it's an all-around solution for all types of problems when it comes to driving or even any encounter with an officer.
It's just creating an equal playing field.
Absolutely.
Right? It's just getting rid of that. So what is your background and who is funding this? I mean, I'm really curious as how you're getting this funding and how this is going.
Sure. Okay. So first of all, I started my professional career at a very young age. I started at 16 years old. I got recruited by an attorney on a train, actually.
Wow.
And, I started working in securitization. I'm sure you've heard of securitization of mortgages. We were doing audits. And, became an auditor doing these securitization audits on mortgages and then just developed into short sales, through the same attorney. Opened a satellite office and I started processing his short sales and it took off from there. So I've been doing short sales, for the past 6 years and also in the finance industry, working with financial planning, for the last 3.5 years.
So who's funding this? Are you self-funding this?
Sure. Well, my partner and I, Anthony Drasikas, are funding the application out of pocket. Now, we've been working on this now for the past 7 months. And we have, we like I said, we've done the most expensive part of the application, which is getting the human capital lined up and ready to go, which are the attorneys. We've also developed and completed a patent pending network structure that allows us to work unilaterally throughout the entire country, without having to navigate municipal, codes and state law, so that we can launch nationwide. Now, for the last portion of the application, we have engineers that are working on its final development. Now, we ran into a $60,000 stumble at the end. So what we're doing now, because we want to keep it free, we have access to private funding and we're ready to go to get it done. But in order to keep it free, we need society. We need the people that will directly be impacted by our application to assist us in getting this last portion funding. So we're launching now a Kickstarter page, which will be out on Tuesday or tomorrow, that will be able to, give you an opportunity to see exactly what we're doing, take a look at a couple of videos, take a look at details on the interface and how it works, and help support the cause and get it out immediately, because we know that time is of the essence. And we know that our services can prevent the next case of police criminal misconduct from occurring. So we're asking society to help us assist society.
So are you, and I think you'll be able to get that, but how are you going to make money on this? Is there going to be advertising, or how are you, because there's going to be maintenance costs going forward, right? Is there going to be a little advertising component or something?
Sure. Well, there'll be a small advertising component.
And I think that's fair in exchange for getting something free.
Absolutely.
Watch this commercial. Come on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, the application will be 100% free. That's our primary goal. The network structure that we created allows it to be free. Now, there are certain details on the back end that allow us to monetize it, but monetize it to the point where we can continue to fund the application. We're doing this as a social service, for society.
Absolutely. I think but you have to make money enough to keep it going. It's going to be a cost structure. People need to realize that.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
allow the advertising, allow some of that. But I like the idea that this is a means for society and not just to make a buck.
Absolutely. I mean,
because it's an important issue.
Yeah, I mean, there are many other companies that potentially have the capability to do something similar, but obviously, the profit margins perhaps, in their minds is not high enough. So, we saw this as an opportunity, not for us, it's an opportunity, for society to get what they need. We want to enforce the change that we've been fighting for. And, it's no longer in the government's hands, or it no longer needs to be. The power belongs to the people. It's a democracy. The power belongs to the people.
Social entrepreneurship. I love this. So how can people learn more about this, get involved? Did you have the Kickstarter information on your website as well?
Yes. All they have to do is go to www.trafficstopapp.com. Take a look at our page. There's an area for you to put your phone number in. Once you put your phone number in, you have reserved the app. So as soon as it's available, you'll get a direct text message with the download link for you to be able to get the application immediately.
Oh, excellent. Okay, I'm going to have this information up on the radio page, and people know how to get to it. And thank you so much. This is very interesting.
My pleasure.
And good luck on this.
Thank you. Hopefully we speak again.
Yes. Have a great day.
You too, Miss Sarah. Thank you.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that's it for our show today. Go to sarahwestall.com and you will find all sorts of information there, stats, charts, all sorts of things that you can find on all these different shows that we are bringing to you. This is going to be a very interesting political season, and this adds more fuel to the fire on what they're going to do with this. Very interesting. I think it can solve lots of problems, but people need to get out of the way and let its magic work. So let's see if they do that. So for now, I hope everybody has a wonderful day.
You've been listening to Business Game Changers with host Sarah Westall. Tune in each Monday at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, as Sarah brings you leading experts, visionaries, and newsmakers who provide the best commentary on big issues and cutting-edge innovations. Sarah's 20 years as a business executive will help you think like an entrepreneur with expertise, energy, and attitude. Tune in Mondays at 12 noon Pacific Time. And learn more about Sarah at sarahwestall.com today.